Hello everyone and welcome you back to my channel where the news come first on RI0US gist, the headlines. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been under intense pressure to let Nnamdi Kanu go. My people no be small gbege, but before I go bring the matter come give una, go like welcome una to my wonderful channel RI0US gist as we dey bring una back-to-back update and information as e dey hot. So if today na your first time to join our wonderful channel, kindly subscribe, like, comment, share, but don't forget to turn notification bell to get notified whenever we drop our video. So my people, I'm sure una no go like miss different kata wey dey happen for this country, but make una relax. I go dey bring una the matter one after the other as e dey come our way. To all our amazing subscribers, I welcome una, especially thank you so much for joining us on today's news. So my people, make we dive into the main story. My people, the latest move by the Southeast governors and members of the National Assembly to meet President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to discuss the release of Nnamdi Kanu, the then leader of indigenous people of Biafra. It has sparked diverse reaction. My people, as Nnamdi Kanu matter be like this, it has become a subject of contention in Nigeria political landscape because many people don't come they see Nnamdi Kanu as a symbol of their struggle for self-determination, while others for one corner they view Nnamdi Kanu as a threat to national unity. Hey, my people, don't be small wallow. Meanwhile, Ohanes Ndigbo, the apex Igbo social cultural organization, Olisa Bakoba, he was one of the former presidents of the Nigeria Bar Association, and Ikorondigbo, among other groups, have welcomed the move as a step towards finding a political solution to the impasse. Whereas spokesperson for the Northern Elder Forum, Abdulaziz Suleiman, kicked against the proposal. Suleiman argued that Nnamdi Kanu release would undermine the country's criminal justice system and embolden the separatist groups. Furthermore, some of them have described the move as belated, suggesting that these people for don't come out earlier. That time will be say they detain Nnamdi Kanu. They for don't come out earlier, can't find urgent solution to his case. Nnamdi Kanu continued detention has been a source of concern for many people in Southeast region. Honestly, the IPOB leader release has been a long-standing demand of various groups and individuals, including candidates of the People Democratic Party (PDP) and Labour Party in the 2023 general election, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar and Mr. Peter Obi, respectively. So the governors from the South is under the umbrella of the Southeast Governors Forum. On Tuesday, also met in Enugu with a resolve to meet with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to plead for Nnamdi Kanu release. So the decision of the governors were contained in a communique that was read to the media by their chairman and governor of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodinma. So barely 24 hours after the governors met in Enugu. The interesting thing is that the senators from the region, numbering 15, led by a former Abia State Deputy Governor, Senator Enyinaya Abaribe, met with the Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, in Abuja to plead with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for Nnamdi Kanu's release. So they submitted a letter to the AGF, that is the Attorney General of the Federation, seeking political solution to the criminal charges that was leveled against Nnamdi Kanu. Also, the Southeast lawmakers in the House of Representatives called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to consider releasing Nnamdi Kanu. The region caucus in the House made the call in a statement that was signed by the 43 lawmakers from Anambra, Abia, Enugu, Imo, and Ebonyi states. So the lawmakers noted that an out-of-court settlement remained the best option, and it will also restore peace in the Southeast geopolitical zone. You guys can recall that 15 members of the House of Representatives from different parts of Nigerian political parties, known as Concerned Federal Lawmakers for Peace and Security in the Southeast, had on June 19th appealed to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to invoke Section 174 of the Constitution of Nigeria 1999 as amended and Section 107(1) of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act 2015 for the release of the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu from detention. So the clamor for political solution in the Nnamdi Kanu case, it has become serious with Igbo political and traditional leaders, including Ohanes Ndigbo, pressing the federal government to drop the terrorism charges against the IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. They said he is not guilty. My people, Nnamdi Kanu, who pleaded not guilty to the charges that was leveled against him, has been in the custody of the Department of State Service since June 2021 after he was repatriated from Kenya. The Federal High Court in Abuja on March 19, 2024 rejected his bail application. So now, my people, the proposed meeting between the Southeast governor and the members of the National Assembly and our dear President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is seen as a positive step towards finding a solution to the impasse over Nnamdi Kanu detention. So speaking about the meeting the governors and the member of the National Assembly have been having on how to meet President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to release Nnamdi Kanu, Abakoba welcomed the move by the governors and the federal lawmakers. He said that it is a very good move, and he urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to consider the call for political solution to the lingering issue. Also, the convener of Ikoro Indibo, Ugochi Mereze Chinedu, commended the Southeast governor and other leaders for their efforts to engage with the president on the pressing issue of insecurity in the region. He done too much. Although he said that they would have started this move from the onset, that time when they newly detained Nnamdi Kanu in 2021. But though he said that their intervention now is a welcome development because it prioritizes the welfare of the people, which is the essence of leadership. He said the prolonged detention of IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu has had a devastating impact on the region, hindering businesses, development, and fundamental human rights, including freedom of expression. So he urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to consider the delegation's appeal and work towards a peaceful resolution, fostering development, harmony, and prosperity in the Southeast. Also speaking, Okechukwu Nwanguma, the Executive Director, Rule of Law and Accountability Advocacy Center, noted that the renewal efforts by the governors and other stakeholders to secure the release of Nnamdi Kanu is a welcome development. He said that he knew that there has been previous call by some former and 7 Southeast governors and the National Assembly members and some political leaders in the region for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. The call never bring any positive response from the president. So he noted that he had also recently made a similar call, and it can't be overemphasized that the federal government need to reassess the strategies in tracking insecurity in the Southeast. So he urged the federal government to explore dialogue and constructive engagement, stressing that the reliance almost exclusive on force has not worked, but instead escalating insecurity in the Southeast. So releasing Nnamdi Kanu is a necessary step towards de-escalating violence and insecurity in the Southeast. Nnamdi Kanu release will likely end regular sit-at-home, which appears to have become a permanent weekly ritual, contributing to loss of man-hours, huge economic losses, curtailment of the right to movement, dignity and life, and increased hardship in the region. So if they release Nnamdi Kanu, it will reduce the attack on insecurity personnel and infrastructure, which often results to reprisal attacks, subjecting a whole community to discriminate and collective punishment for crimes committed by a few misguided individuals. Whereby in some cases, those people that are involved in such criminal acts are not from those affected community. And you guys are aware that insecurity contributed almost 60% to the rotten economy of Nigeria. Therefore, to put an end to unknown gunmen in Southeast, bandits and Boko Haram in the north is another strategy means to grow Nigeria economy. So President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should ignore all forms of blackmail and conspiracy by former President Muhammad Buhari government against Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB and commence a peace-building project and hearken to the voice of eminent Nigeria on the political solution to the problem by directing the Attorney General of the Federation to withdraw all the charges against IPOB leader and grant him unconditional release. Because if Nnamdi Kanu is being released, there won't be any sit at home. That aspect of insecurity will be reduced to the barest minimum. So guys, I would like to know your thoughts, your contributions, your opinions are in our comment section below. I would love to hear from you. Once again, thank you so much for staying to us.